So we are discussing about magic T. We already completed the analysis of E-plane T and H-plane T. We have seen the E-plane T and H-plane T having three ports. Did you remember what are the diagrams we have seen and what is the analysis we have done for E-plane and H-plane T? So this is the circuit diagram of structure of E-plane T, not the circuit diagram. It has the main arm, collinear arm, port 1 or port 2 or collinear arm. One more arm is attached to this, so in series. So it is also called as voltage arm, series junction, voltage junction. There are other names for E-plane T. This is what we have done. What is the S matrix of this? We have done the analysis. Okay, next we have seen about H-plane T. H-plane T is also consisting of three ports. This is the structure of H-plane T. It has a collinear arm, a shunt, one more arm is shunted here. So now it is a H-plane T. So again it is having a collinear arm. One third arm is shunted to the collinear arm. So now it is a H-plane T. What is the operation we have seen H-plane T? When the input is given at port 3, it is divided equally in port 1 and port 2 with the same phase and magnitude. That's what we have seen. And for E-plane T, when the input is given at port 3, it is divided equally in port 1 and port 2. Magnitude is same, but the phase, there is a 180 degrees phase difference between those two things. According, by taking uh, those factors into consideration, we have calculated what is the S matrix of E-plane T and H-plane T. We have done the analysis. Okay. Today, what we are going to do is, we are going to discuss about magic T and we are going to derive the S matrix of magic T. So this is magic T. What is a magic T? Magic T is a combination of E-plane T and H-plane T. Now let us see this one. This is the structure of magic T. It is having port 1 and port 2. This is the colli. As we discussed in E-plane T and H-plane T, what is there in E-plane T? It has a collinear arm, a series arm is attached, that is port 3 is attached here. Then it becomes E-plane T. So a collinear arm, that means port 1 and port 2 is present. If a port is shunted to this, then it becomes the H-plane T. Now when you combine both the things, what you are going to get? It's a magic T. So how many ports it's consisting of? It is a 4-port device. I'll try to do the derivation. What I'm going to do is, see, so we'll do the derivation of magic T. We'll do the derivation of magic T. So as I mentioned, magic T consisting of 4 ports. Let us consider the 4 ports. I'm considering the 4 ports. This is port 1. Let us consider this is port 1. And this is port 2. This is port 2. And this is port 4. This is port 4. And this is, let us consider, this is port 3 as we discussed. Let us consider the port 4 is E plane or E arm. The port 3 is H arm. H arm. So finally it is a 4-port device. Okay. So port 3 and port 4 are isolated ports. Let us consider port 3 and 4 are isolated ports. Port 3 and port 4 are isolated ports. Now, since it is a 4-port device, what is my S matrix becomes? S matrix is the square matrix always. So, since it is a 4-port device, so the S matrix So the S matrix is 4 by 4 matrix. The S matrix is 4 by 4. Now I'll try to write the S matrix. What is S matrix? S11, S12, S13, S14, S21, 22, 23, 24, 31, 32, 33, 34, 41, 42, 43, 44. This is my S matrix. Okay, so here, what are the what are the input ports? We'll give at port 4. If you give the input at port 4, it is divided in port 1 and port 2 equally with the same magnitude, but 180 degrees out of it. Let us suppose I am applying the input at port 4. What happens? It is divided equally in port 1 and port 2 with 180 degrees. Okay, so similarly, if I give the input at port 3, it is divided equally in port 1 and port 2, but with the same magnitude and phase. That's what the basic operation of E plane or E plane T, H plane T. If you know, nothing is there in magic T. Just simply we have to apply those concepts. What is E plane T? What is H plane T? We are going to apply. Let us consider, since these are the two input ports, what we are going to consider is port 3 and port 4 are perfectly matched. Port 3 and port 4 are perfectly matched. If these two things are perfectly matched, what is the expression we can write? We already wrote in case of E plane T, port 3 is perfectly matched. So S33 is equal to 0. Port 4 is perfectly matched. So S44 is equal to 0. So S33 is equal to 0. S44 is equal to 0. Okay, so similarly from the property of E arm or E plane T, from the property of E plane T, what we can write? Because input is given at port 1, port 4, output is divided equally in port 2, and so first S14 is equal to minus S21. Why I am writing a minus? Because it is divided equally in port 1 and port 2 with 180 degrees phase shift. So that's why S14 is equal to minus S24. Now from the property of H plane T or H plane T, what is the thing we can write? Tell me, Amma. It is S13 is equal to S23. Why? Because when I apply input at port 3, it is divided equally in port 1 and port 2 with the same phase and magnitude. That's why S13. First, I should write output, next input. So S13 is equal to S23. Okay. So, and port, port 3 and port 4, as I wrote here, these two are isolated ports. What I can write? S34 is equal to S43 is equal to 0. These are the isolated ports. So S34 is equal to S43 is equal to 0. Now we have the properties of S matrix. I'll write from what is the first property I should apply? From symmetry property of S matrix. From symmetry property, what I can write, Amma? From symmetry property of S matrix, what we can write? Tell me. Sij is equal to Sji. So we can write S21 is equal to S12. S23 is equal to S32. S24 is equal to S42. S31 is equal to S13. S34 is equal to S43. S41 is equal to S14. Since we are having 4 ports, we can write like this. Now, the S matrix can be written as by applying these conditions. What is the S matrix? How the S matrix can be rewritten as? Tell me what is the S matrix? It doesn't change. First row S11 becomes S12, S13, S14. S21 is becomes S21 is equal to S12. S22 doesn't change. S23 can be written as S23 can be written as S13. So I'll write S13. S13. S24 can be written as 24 can be written as minus S14. Similarly, what is S31 can be written as S13. What is S32 can be written as 32 is equal to 23. 23 is equal to 13. So S13. And since these two are perfectly matched, S33, S44 is equal to 0. S33 I am making 0. S34. What is S34? Since these are the isolated force, S34, S43 is equal to 0. So next S41 is equal to S14. S42 is equal to what is S42 can be written as minus S14 and 0 and 0. Did you understood how I wrote this one by using these conditions? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now I'll apply. What is the next property? I'll use unitary property of X matrix by using unitary property of X matrix by using unitary property of S matrix. What I can write? S into S conjugate is equal to I. So what is my S? Now this is my S. So S11, S12, 13, 14, 12, 22, 13, minus S14, S13, 13, 0, 0, S14 minus S14, 0, 0 into conjugate I should write. What is the conjugate of this? S11 star, S12 star, S13 star, S14 star, S12 star, S22 star, S13 star, minus S14 star, S13 star, S13 star, 0, 0, S14 star, minus S14 star, 0, 0 is equal to what is unitary matrix? 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay, this now what are the things we should apply? Did you remember the procedure? We are following the same procedure what we did for E plane T and H plane T. Same. Only thing where is the variation comes according to the operation. These whatever the properties we wrote, these things changes. That's all. But the procedure, everything is same. Shall I move to the next step? Up to this, is it
Yes,
clear,
ma'am.
Amma? Remaining
Yes, ma'am.
students,
Please.
is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Shall I move to the next step? What is the next step?
R1 C1.
Yes. Next four steps. Tell me. What are the next four steps? Let us consider what is the thing we have considering. This is R1, this is R2, this is R3, this is R4, this is C1, C2, C3, C4. That's what we have considered. Yes or no? So now what is the thing we have to do, Amma? R1, C1. Let's move and take the new page. Let us do continue our derivation. Okay. Uh, what is the thing we should write now? R1, C1. If you simplify that, R1 C1 is equal to S11 square plus S12 square plus S13 square plus S14 square is equal to 1. Let us take it is equation number 1. Next, R2C2, it is nothing but S12 square, S22 square, S13 square, S14 square is equal to 1. Let us consider it is 2. Next, R3C3. What is the thing? S13 square plus S13 square is equal to 1. Let us consider this is equation number 3. Next, R4C4. If you do, what is the thing? S14 square plus S14 square is equal to 1. Let us consider this as equation number 4. Okay, after simplification, after doing R1C1, R2C2, R3C3, R4C4, we are going to get these things. Okay, so now from equation number 3, from 3, what is the thing we can write about? This, what is the equation? S13 square plus S13 square is equal to 1. So 2S13 square is equal to 1. S13 square is equal to 1 by 2. S13 is equal to 1 by root 2. Similarly, from 4 also, from equation number 4 also, we can write S14 is equal to 1 by root. Now we got two things. What is the things we got? We got S13, we got S14. So now by comparing, next step I'll do. Comparing, by comparing equation number 1 and equation number 2. So if I compare these two things, what are the things get cancelled? 1 4 1 4 1 3 1 3 get cancelled. 1 2 1 2 also get cancelled. What is the thing left over? So when you compare those things, S11 square is equal to S22 square. This can be written as S11 is equal to S22. This is another condition we are going to get. Okay, so now next step. What is the next step we have done? Generally, in case of E plane T and H plane T, tell me, we have done R3C1. Yes, sir. Now, since it is having four rows, what is the thing we have to write from R4C1? What is the expression from R4C1? Let's go back, and that is the go to your H matrix and write this expression from R4C1. What is the expression we can write? S11 S11 star minus S14 S12 star. You are going to get, if I take S14 common, you are going to get S11 star minus S12 star is equal to 0. Since we got S14 is equal to 1 by root 2, this term doesn't become 0. What is the term becomes 0? S11 star minus S12 star is equal to 0. From this, what I can write? S11 is equal to S12. Let us consider this as we have completed up to 4. Let's name it as 5. It's 6. This as 7. This as 8. And now substituting S11 is equal to S12 we got. So if I substitute in the equation number 1, substituting 8 in equation number 1, what I am going to get? Instead of S12, you have to write S11. So what is the expression you are going to get? Tell me, Amma. Yeah, what is the first expression? Let us write the first expression. S11 square, S12 square, S13 square, S14 square is equal to 1. So now I can write S11 square plus what is S12 can be written as according to 8, S11 square. What is S13 we got according to 5? We got 1 by root 2 whole square modulus. So 1 by root 2 square. So we are is equal to 1. We can write it as 2S11 square plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is equal to 1. So you are going to get, this is 1. 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. So S11 square is equal to 0 you are going to get. So S11 is equal to 0. So what is our S matrix? Let's go back and we'll see. Let us consider this. I'm naming it as equation number 9. Okay, you have to keep all these things in your mind when you are writing. Let's go back. What is our S matrix? So finally, what is our S1, S13 we got 1 by root 2, S14 is 1 by root 2, S11 is equal to S22, S11 is equal to S12, and S11 actually we got 0. Okay, now finally we arrived to one conclusion. We derived all the parameters. Now we'll see what is the S matrix. I'll take the new page. What is the S matrix of magic T? What is the S matrix of magic T? We will see the S matrix of magic T. What is the S matrix? Anybody can tell me what is the S
Ma'am,
matrix we wrote?
0, 0, 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2.
First, tell me what is the basic S matrix we wrote. Let's next we'll move to the original matrix. We got S11, S12, S13, S14, S12, S22, S13 minus S14, S13, S13, 0,
0,
0,
0,
S14 minus S14, 0,
0,
0.
0.
This is the S matrix we got according to the values which we derived now. So what are the values we got? S13 is equal to 1 by root 2. S14 is equal to 1 by root 2. S11 is equal to 1, 2, 2. S11 is equal to S12. And we got S11 is equal to 0. Now, using these five value, let us fill our S matrix and we'll see what is our S matrix. We are going to get S11, first one is equal to 0. So 0, 0, what
1
is
by root
this?
2, 1
1
by
by
root 2.
root 2, 1 by root 2, 0, 0, 1 by root 2
1 by root
minus
2,
1 by
minus
root 2,
1 by root 2.
1 by root 2, 1 by root 2, 0, 0, 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2, 0, 0. This is the S matrix of which tree? Magic tree. This is the S matrix of magic tree. Okay, we have almost concluded the magic T derivation. So what is a magic T? Very, very, very important. What is a magic T? Magic T is a 4-port network. So it's a combination of E plane T and H plane T. What is a magic T? It's a combination of E plane T and H plane T. It has 4 ports. If the input is applied at port 4, that means we have taken port 4 as E arm. You can take the reverse also, no problem, but you have to follow the things carefully. Okay, so we have taken 4 at the E plane arm and 3 at the H plane arm, and we have derived all the parameters. What is the S matrix of that magic T? Let's go back just finally I'll once again show you what is a magic T. A magic T is a 4-port network, 4-port device. As I'm showing here, a magic T is a 4-port device. A magic T is basically a hybrid device in which the power is divided equally between output ports. When the input is applied at H arm, uh, and the port can exhibit the output ports can exhibit 180 degrees phase shift when the input is applied at to E arm. The main advantage is what when you want to deliver the power to the two ports, then generally magic T can be used. Okay, the application of magic T, it is used as a duplexer, mixer, impedance measurement network. It is even used in circulators also. I hope you understood what is a magic T. What is E-plane T? We already covered what is E-plane T, what is H-plane T, and we have covered today what is magic T. Any doubts in this derivation or anything? Did you understood what we have done? So what we did today, let's go back and we'll see what is the magic T we have considered as it is having four ports. Four we are taking it as E arm and port 3 we have taken as H arm. Since it is a 4-port device, the S matrix, always the S matrix is a square matrix. It's a 4 by 4 matrix. So we have taken 4 by 4 matrix and we applied the conditions one by one. Finally, achieved. We have achieved by this procedure. Whatever the procedure we are following right from E plane T, the same procedure for these three derivations. You try to learn at least one derivation perfectly so that you can do other things easily. I hope everyone understood what is magic tea. Yes or no? Any doubt, Amma, in magic tea? I need response. Any doubt in magic tea? Shall I proceed
Clear,
to the
ma'am.
next one?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Are you able to follow? Shall I proceed to the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Today what we have completed is, the topic is magic tea we have completed. Now, we are going to see similar kind of a 4-port device, that is a circulator. What is a circulator? A circulator is an N-port lossless and non-reciprocal. Reciprocal means, what do you mean by reciprocal? If there are two ports, let us consider this is a device. It is having two ports. If the input is applied at port 1, you are going to get the output at port 2. Similarly, if the reverse case happens also, if the input is applied at port 2, same thing you should get at port 1. Then it is called reciprocal. But a circulator is an N port. Don't consider it is having only 4 ports. But for our convenience, what we are going to do is the S matrix we are going to calculate for a 4-port 4-port circulator. Sometimes specifically they'll ask what is a S matrix of a 3-port device. You have to do it by your own, because the same procedure whatever we are following, the same procedure you have to follow to calculate the S matrix of a 3-port device. Today what I'm going to do is, we are going to do a 4-port circulator S parameter calculation we are going to do. So, first of all, learn about circulator. What is a circulator? What is a circulator? A circulator is an N-port lossless, non-reciprocal device. It is matched with match loads at all the ports. The power flow occurs in this direction. Let us consider, I am taking a circulator like this. Circulator, the name itself tells. So what is meant, why the name comes circulator? We will see why the name came as circulator. We will see something like this. So it has, as I mentioned, I'm taking 4-port circulator. This is port 1, this is port 2, this is port 3, and this is port 4. If the input is applied at port 1, the output is available at port 2. If the input is applied at port 3, then the output is available at port 3. If the input is applied at port 4, then you are going to get at port 3. Like that, circular manner, you are going to get the outputs. That's why it is called what? Circulator. Okay, so port, it has what? It's a N port network. Here I have shown only 4 ports. So if you, depending upon the requirement, you can go for number of ports. It may be 4-port device, it may be 5-port device, like that. Okay, so the ports consisting of 1 to n, it has number of ports. Or total number means if I consider from 0, you can take it n minus 1 ports, or if you consider port 1 is the reference, up to n ports you can incorporate. That's what the circulator. So if the input is applied at port 1, you are going to get at port 2, and if the input is applied at port 2, you are going to get at port 3. Similarly, in a circular fashion, you are going to get the outputs. Okay, so since we have considered a 4-port circulator, we have considered the 4-port circulator. Tell me what is the S matrix of whatever we wrote now, the same S matrix, S11, S12, S13, S14, S21, 22, 23, 24, 31, 32, 33, 34, 41, 42, 43, 44. Since we are assuming that what is the circulator, all ports are perfectly matched. If all ports are perfectly matched, what happens if all ports are perfectly matched? Tell me, S11 is equal to S22 is equal to S33 is equal to S44 is equal to 0. Okay, now, so in a circular fashion, it is going. So input is applied at port 1, you are going to get at port 3. Similarly, port 2, if the input is applied at port 2, you are going to observe in port 3. If the input is applied at port 3, you are going to observe at port 4. If the input is applied at port 4, you are going to observe at port 1. So what is we can write here is, yes, from the circulator operation, what we can write, S21 is equal to S32 is equal to S43 is equal to S14, the first term. So see, second one is the input, first one is the output. If the input is applied at port 1, you are going to get at port 2. So these are equal. Okay, so and rest all the things, if the input is applied at port 1, you are going to get at port 2 only. What about port 3 and port 4? Rest all the things becomes 0. Similarly, if you apply the input, I think we have less than 1 minute time, Amma. I'll do one thing, we'll close the session. Please rejoin once again.